Hey guys, it's Janie. Welcome back to the Crafting Bookworm. So today we're going to make some fabric tags. Okay, welcome back you guys. If you are new here, welcome. I appreciate you being here. So yeah, we're going to make some fabric tags, but these are not your normal fabric tags. I have been doing the slow stitch. I've been so into it, the slow stitching, because of my friend Sue over at Susan Hiles Creates. She is fabulous with slow stitching. She slow stitches so well. And so she's kind of got me on this same train right now with slow stitching. And so we did this tag. It's just regular cardstock on the back and it's sewn. And it's super cute. No, this is not how you normally make fabric tags. You use a sewing machine, and I mean, I've seen many of them. I've received them in Happy Mails. They're beautiful, but I wanted to try something different. I wanted to try it with slow stitching, and I think it's really cute. There's so much character to it. And so that's what we're going to do today. So we've got 3 of these cut. They're approximately 4.5 by 2.5, give or take. You can make them whatever size you want. And then I pulled some of this aside in case I want to put some of that. Then I got some scraps here to use for the fabric portion. I don't know if we will get to the actual decorating, if we want to decorate. So we're at least going to dress these with the fabric, okay? So I'm going to start with this piece. I'm going to start with this really pretty yellow since spring is coming. I'm recording this on the very last day of February. So spring is coming, definitely for us. We've been in the 80s. We'll have spring, not even a whole month. Okay, so this is really easy. We're just going to use our glue stick here. And we're going to cover our whole tag. Okay, there we go. And we're going to put this down on the fabric. Now you can line it up and put it right to the edges if you want to. Okay, we're going to turn this over. We're going to smooth that down really good, like that. Okay. And then we're going to get our scissors. And we're going to trim it out. I could have trimmed this piece of fabric down, but that's an extra step. So, and I said it's easy. So we're just going to lay it on our fabric and we're going to cut it that way. We'll just snip all the way across. And we're going to clean that up a little bit. They don't have to be perfect though. These are fun to include in journals, and they're fun to, oops, I'm getting my cardstock there. And they're fun to send in Happy Mails and all that fun stuff. Let's trim it up. That's not trimmed up right there. Okay. There we go. I think we should probably, let's just do all of them right now. Right? Let's do all of them right now, and then we'll do the rest here in just a second. You could probably use a heavier cardstock too. It might be easier to cut. This cardstock is 110 pounds. I have cardstock that's different colors, and it's really, I didn't know it was as heavy as it says it was. I guess I didn't pay attention. You can get cardstock all different weights and GSMs. There was this one cardstock I got one time. The GSM was like $3.99. I didn't pay attention. I saw 110 pounds and then $399 GSM after the fact. And then it was the one with the white core, but it was cream. Yeah. I think that's laying around somewhere. I can't use it really for a whole lot. I mean, that could be probably heavy enough for journal covers. I could probably do better lining this up where it's supposed to be. That was on my cardstock. I could probably straighten up edges if I need to with my trimmer. Okay. Nope, I forgot my glue gun is still on. I used to never have it on, and now I have it on and I forget. And I forget it's on. Okay, I'm just trying to get these parts of the fabric trimmed off. Okay, there's the next one. And we're going to do one more. Let's see, I want to aim for the cappuccino in the cup right there. There's latte though. Maybe we'll go for that. Let's not get on my practice blending there. For my distress crayons. Okay. Let's aim for that latte right there. Oops. We almost boo-booed there, huh? What am I doing? We're going to go right to the edge this time. Okay. I guess I could have taken it up a little bit higher at the top, so I wouldn't have to cut that off. But it is okay. Okay. All right, there's the 3 tags. Yeah, that's very cute with the latte on there. Okay. Now, we're going to do the cutting. So I'm going to put these all together. Hopefully, that one looks a little bigger. How did that happen? That one's a lot wider. It's okay, we'll just put them all over to this side. And we will cut. I go like that. Okay. And now we're going to make sure they're all moved to this side. And put that on. And cut here. Not easy cutting through all 3. Boy. Alright. There they are. They got their tag shapes. And now we're going to start stitching. So I think for this I want red. I think we're going to do red. I think that will look good with that. Like this color red would be pretty. Okay. Let's cap up our glue. Yeah, make sure you guys go over and visit Sue. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of, you know, slow stitching channels. But I met Sue through a swap, I think it was. I don't even remember now. So I don't go out and actively search up slow stitching videos. That's not how I met Sue. I'm pretty sure it was a swap that we were both a part of. It could have been, I don't know, Sue. Do you remember? Why am I taking off so much? I don't remember exactly when we first met on here. I thought it was through a swap of some kind. I don't know. Well, let's see if I have the chance that maybe this is going to do thread without. Nope. I had somebody ask me if I thought about taking the threads apart. I mean, I have, but I really like the look of all of it when you're sewing with it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a nutcase. It would probably be easier with less, but I don't know. Maybe one of these days I will. Okay, so we're going to start with this one. And we're going to start down in a back corner. Wow, why is this so tough this time? It is kind of hard to get it started in the corner. So just keep at it. Okay, there's where we're starting. And I found it to be pretty simple for me to stay straight on this, because usually I know what it is. This fabric is heavier than what this fabric was. That's why. But it's not super hard to stay straight. Well, I say that, but this one's harder to get through. And I just keep flipping it back and forth. And I'm trying to keep my spacing even, and I'm trying to not be too close to the edge. Oh, that one I'm off a little bit, but you know what? It's okay. It is okay. And you can fix your cardstock when you're done. You can straighten everything up. Just try and stay, you know, straight, which you guys know I have a hard time with that. make a knot right here where we started. Let's do another one. There we go. Okay, let's cut that. And there we go, you guys. Really cute. Yes, it takes a while to, you know, get all the stitching done, but it's so satisfying when they're finished. And, you know, for a lot of us that are doing the slow stitching, I've seen many people say that it's a calming experience. You know, you sit there, you don't have to, you know, worry about stuff, and you just slow stitch. Now, this is a little more difficult because you are stitching through the cardstock, but for the most part, it is still relaxing. So, let's choose a color for this. I think I want to go with like an orange, like a bright orange color. I think that would be really pretty. Or maybe like this or this. Ooh, that one's really bright. We're gonna go with that one. Okay. And then we shall also pick a color for this. I'm thinking like a cream, a light color like that. That will look really good on there. Okay, so that's the two colors. What I'm going to do is stitch these last two up, and then we'll be back. Okay. Almost there. Okay, I'm trying to stitch right to where the other spot is. Now, knotting these is not the same as like knotting for fabric. You can't just kind of take a little bit of your cardstock. So the best way to do this is to get under your beginning knot, get underneath that, okay, and then just knot it. Oops, we're stuck on the cardstock. And just pull it through that way. And then go through your loop. Just like that. I think one knot will be okay. Okay. There we go. So there's the 3 we did today. It does take a little bit more to like go through this than running through a sewing machine, you know. It takes a little bit more time slow stitching, but like I said, it is relaxing to do. I just sit in here and just go, you know, go at it. It does start to make the fingers tired because you are pushing through this cardstock. So now as far as like decorating goes, you can just put like little bits of fabric on there. You could put a button on. I think with a button, I would probably stitch the button. Let's see. And then sew the button on. Like put some, I don't even know if I have a button that I would want to use for this. Like here's one. This one's okay. Let's look at this one. So I would take it and go ahead and put my thread in it. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go back to my orange. I still have some orange right here. I'm sorry if you hear the neighbors. They're loading up some wood that's in their backyard. They weren't there when we started, but they are now. Okay, so we're just going to get this, and we're just going to put some cross stitches through this. Let's keep our tail. Let's go again this way. It is getting caught up in there. And we'll go this way one more time. So you get a little cross stitch in there. You don't even have to do it that many times. You're just doing it to get it in there. And then we're going to tie this. Let's do 2. Well, now that I got my glue gun over here. Okay, let's just get a little piece of this and put it down here in the corner. Let's get my glue gun over here. And we'll just put some glue there and get that put on like that. And then let's just put it on here and attach our button like as close to center as possible. And then you got a little something like this. This fabric is kind of heavy for this button, but it's cute though. That's really cute. And then you can still, you may be able to punch. Let's see if we can punch with the crocodile. Let's see if we can get a hole punched in that. I mean, I've done it through a book cover that was covered with fabric, so it should probably punch through this. And so you can still find a spot. Yep, it punched with no problem. Okay. Let's see, what are we going to put in this? Let's go with gold. I think gold will be pretty. Oopsie. Let's see if I have to use my pencil tool. Nope, we got it forced in there. Put that on. And we got that. Let's see. See if I've got this really pretty sari right here. Let's see if I can get a piece and tear it. I'm doubtful it will tear, but we're gonna see. If not, we'll have to. Oh, it did tear. Okay. Okay, so there's that. I think that will look really cute on here. I've got so much sari silk. If you guys want some of this, well, it's not all sari silk. It's from the Chindi rug. So if you want some, let me know. And you can email me and I can send you some. I think I'm supposed to still send some to Andy. I'm not for sure if she actually wants some, but if you can't get Chindi rugs where you're at, and look at how cute that is, you guys. Isn't that adorable? And that's what we do with them. So that is how you put them together. Give it a shot. Let me know if you do, and if you got a video or what have you. Let me know so I can see what y'all come up with in doing yours. But those are my slow stitched fabric tags. And of course you can do these with all fabric as well, but this was the point. The ones that I get are like this. They're paper with fabric on them, and they're sewn, machine sewn, and I wanted to do it slow stitched. And so there we go, and there's a little bit of an idea of what you can put on it. Hey guys, it's future me. I decided to come back and show you guys what I ended up doing with these tags. This is what I ended up making. If you guys remember, this was the only one that I decorated. So I added Dream Big on this one. And then we got this one with some beautiful eyelash trims. With a butterfly, a flat back, and it says Free to Fly. This one, probably my favorite. We got some more beautiful eyelash trim. You guys know at this point that I love eyelash trim. And it says In My Heart, and I sewed a button, or glued a button on. I sewed the threads through the button and just glued it down and let those hang. I have a thing about that. I just love that look. And then we got this polka dotted one. It says Hold on Tight to Your Dreams, with another butterfly and flat back. And there's the topper. Now this stuff right here, this is two different ones. This is the red eyelash trim, and then this one is kind of like a yarn. We went to, when I was on vacation last year, we went to a little mom and pop craft store. I think it was in, we were still in Indiana, and I picked it up, and it is like a yarn. It's got gold, and then you can see like the eyelash trim fibers connected to it. Yeah, so it was in like a grab bag, a surprise grab bag. And so I picked it up and, yeah, separated some of it, sent some to my sister. Yeah, so that's what that is. And I just added it with the red eyelash trim. So that is what I did with these tags that we were making. No sewing machine. It's all slow stitching and really enjoyable. It's really relaxing to slow stitch, a lot more than I thought it would be. So I really thank Sue for, you know, really kind of like opening my eyes to the slow stitching stuff, because it's been really, really nice. I just wanted to show you guys what they ended up being. But really fun, very relaxing. Let me know what you guys think of these down in the comments below. But that's all I got for you today. Thank you so much for staying tuned, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.